there is a color you should never allow to inhabit your home. It doesn't matter if it's on the walls, in your living room furniture, or even in a small decoration. Why? Because this shade acts like a silent shadow that absorbs your vital energy, dims your prosperity, and cools the emotional warmth in your relationships. It's like an invisible rope slowly dragging you down, while opportunities and joy slip away without you noticing. But before revealing which color you should avoid, let me tell you who I am. My name is Master Fengshui Yip, and for over 4 decades, I have dedicated my life to the deep study and conscious practice of the art of Fengshui. During this time, I have guided thousands of people and families in transforming their homes, helping them awaken the dormant positive energy and release the abundance that, in many cases, had been waiting for years to be recognized. My purpose is clear and direct: to share with you the eternal secrets that will allow you to create a space that supports your happiness, multiplies your prosperity, and surrounds you with true serenity. And I want to make you a promise. At the end of this journey, you will not only know which color to keep away from your home, but also the concrete steps you can take to neutralize its effect, even if it is already part of your current decor. Stay with me, because this small adjustment can completely transform the vibration of your environment. But before we move forward, let's set a powerful intention together. Write in the comments, "My home radiates energy and prosperity." This affirmation acts as a call to the universe and an inner declaration that you are ready to open yourself to abundance. Remember to like, share this message, and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming teachings that could change your life. Today we begin a deep journey, and by the end, you will hold the key to turning your house into a sanctuary of harmony and prosperity. Now let's talk about the power that lies behind color. Many people see color merely as a layer of paint or an aesthetic choice, but in reality, every shade is an energetic frequency. It's not just a visual preference, it's a vibration. The colors around you constantly send signals to the universe, shaping the way energy, or Chai as it is known in Fengshui, moves through your home. Imagine your house as a living organism charged with energy. Just as a battery powers your devices, colors nourish the atmosphere of your environment. The right tones generate balance, movement, and well-being. The wrong ones, on the other hand, can stagnate, drain, or even reverse the positive currents you are trying to attract. And this is not just ancient belief. Modern science has also shown how color influences the body and mind. For example, red increases heart activity and circulation, bringing dynamism and passion. Blue, on the other hand, slows the pulse, relaxing the nervous system and creating serenity. That's why hospitals choose soft shades of blue and green, while restaurants use reds and oranges to stimulate appetite and social energy. Your body already recognizes these messages on an unconscious level. That's why it's so important to pay attention. You could be inviting tension, blockages, or even financial problems without realizing it, just by choosing a certain color for your walls. What seems like a simple decorative decision could silently be working against your well-being. But don't worry. Before revealing which shade can disturb your balance, I want to show you the 5 most favorable colors you can incorporate to elevate the energy of your home. Each, when placed with intention, becomes a magnet for love, abundance, and calm. Let's start with the first. Green, the symbol of renewal and growth. Green is the essence of life itself. It evokes the image of tender leaves emerging after the rain, of a seed breaking through the soil to be reborn, reminding us that even after difficult times, a new stage of flourishing always arrives. In the art of Fengshui, this color represents healing, progress, and expansion. Its presence helps dissipate blocked energy, clears the feeling of stagnation, and gives new momentum to your goals and aspirations. If at any moment you feel that your life has slowed, that projects are stalled, or opportunities seem to vanish before reaching them, green is your energetic medicine. This color acts as a balm for the soul, a constant reminder that progress is always possible. And the best part is, you don't need to transform your entire environment or paint every wall of your home. A touch of life is enough. A fresh, vibrant plant can completely change the frequency of your space. Plants such as the snake plant, peace lily, jade, aloe vera, or even a small pot of pennywort are sources of renewal. That simple flash of green not only oxygenates your environment but also clears the flow of qi, dissolves accumulated fatigue, and opens channels for abundance to begin flowing again. Imagine arriving in your living room after a hectic day. Before you, a plant with radiant leaves, radiating serenity, seems to embrace your fatigue and turn it into calm. Without words, it reminds you that, regardless of challenges, growth is a universal constant. That is the vibration of green: expansion, hope, and rebirth. You can incorporate its energy into your home in many ways, from a living plant to paintings, cushions, or curtains with emerald shades. Every small green detail acts as a silent affirmation: life keeps moving forward, and so do I. And now I invite you to declare your intention. Write it in the comments and repeat it with conviction. I choose growth and renewal in every area of my life. Feel these words, integrate them, and allow green to guide you toward a new stage of inner and material expansion. But stay attentive, because the next color we will explore carries the highest vibration of prosperity. We are talking about the golden frequency, the hue that symbolizes infinite abundance. 2. Gold, the vibration of wealth and wisdom. Gold is much more than a symbol of money. It represents inner light, deep understanding, and true prosperity. For millennia, different cultures have revered it as an emblem of success, fortune, and divine blessing. In Eastern wisdom, gold is associated with both spiritual and material wealth, connecting heaven and earth. That is why kings, emperors, and spiritual masters have chosen to surround themselves with golden tones, not only for their beauty but for the powerful frequency they emit, a vibration that elevates consciousness and opens the doors to abundance. Gold is not just shine, it is pure magnetism. Its energy amplifies intuition, awakens clear vision, and makes the path to new opportunities more visible. And the most inspiring part is that you don't need to fill your home with luxuries. A few golden details, placed with conscious intention, can transform the atmosphere of your home. It could be a decorative tray, a special spoon, or a small golden sphere of fortune. Here's a powerful tip. The kitchen is the financial center of the home, the heart that nourishes and sustains. If you place a golden object in this space, you activate a point of attraction for prosperity. Its size doesn't matter. What matters is its purpose. This simple act turns your kitchen into an energetic beacon of wealth. If you want to strengthen this connection even further, keep a piece of real gold, whether a piece of jewelry or a coin, in a safe place in your home. Beyond its material value, it serves as a vibrational anchor, fixing the energy of abundance within your space. I have seen astonishing results. One of my students, after placing a simple golden tray in their kitchen, noticed how projects that had been stalled for months began to flow again. It was no coincidence. By doing so, they activated a new frequency. Now, let me ask you an important question. Would you like to discover which color can ignite the spark of passion, rekindle lost motivation, and bring warmth back to a love that has grown cold? That will be our next step. Get ready, because this hue is one of the most powerful for revitalizing your vital energy. 3. Red, the flame of desire, drive, and action. Red is a living force. It is fire, determination, and the energy of the heart beating with purpose. It represents life itself, the courage to move forward, and the passion that ignites dreams. In the wisdom of Fengshui, red is the catalyst that awakens, activates, and renews. When a relationship loses intensity, when your career seems to stall, or when you feel motivation fading upon waking, red is the spark that can bring light back to your path. Still, many people view it with caution, associating it with chaos or aggression. And yes, it is true. If used without measure, red can become overwhelming, even dominant. But when applied with intention and balance, this color ceases to be overpowering and becomes a powerful ally. It does not destroy, it ignites. It does not drain, it propels. Well-channeled red transforms into a controlled flame, a directed spark that connects you with your inner power, reminding you that you are alive, full of energy, and with far greater potential than you imagine. Since ancient times, this color has been deeply associated with good fortune and abundance. In many Eastern cultures, especially in China, red is worn during the Lunar New Year, at weddings, and during major celebrations. Its presence is believed to attract prosperity, success, and lasting joy. Streets and homes are filled with red lanterns, envelopes, and ribbons, vibrant symbols that ward off negative energies and open the path to happiness. Even in the Western world, a red dress or scarlet tie conveys authority, confidence, and personal magnetism. Now, incorporating this frequency into your home does not mean transforming an entire room into a red explosion. In fact, subtle details are often the most powerful. A crimson cushion on the sofa, a fiery vase in the dining room, or a painting with reddish highlights in the bedroom may be enough to rekindle passion, vitality, and good fortune within your space. I recall a client who felt her relationship had become monotonous, almost routine. I recommended placing a painting with dominant red tones above her bed. A few weeks later, she confessed that something had changed. Laughter returned, glances reconnected, and the spark that seemed extinguished began to shine again. And just as red represents the flame that ignites your spirit, the next color we will explore embodies the calm that balances it. If red awakens, the next color soothes. If red propels action, the next invites contemplation. Blue, the anchor of serenity and inner wisdom. Blue is like a resting ocean, deep, silent, and full of clarity. It represents tranquility, truth, and the awakened mind. This color reminds us that, although the outer storm may seem intense, there is always a haven of peace within. In the art of Fengshui, blue symbolizes mental clarity and emotional stability. When life feels like a whirlwind, when thoughts accelerate or decisions become clouded, blue acts as a gentle brake that slows, organizes, and clarifies. It helps you see things from a higher perspective, to decide from wisdom rather than reaction. Modern science supports this power. Studies have shown that blue tones lower blood pressure, calm the heart rate, and reduce anxiety levels. That is why they are so common in hospitals, wellness centers, and spaces dedicated to meditation. It's not just a color, it's a visual balm for the soul. Incorporating it at home is simple. It shines especially in bedrooms, rest areas, reading rooms, or corners for reflection, places where calm is essential. A light blue wall can promote deep sleep. A navy cushion on your favorite chair can help you feel grounded. Even a small candle or decorative item in blue can create an atmosphere of clarity and serenity. Moreover, this color stimulates honesty and mindful dialogue. If your home has recurring tensions or misunderstandings, introducing blue can restore harmony and open channels for sincere communication. Its energy invites you to listen with empathy, both to others and to yourself. Now tell me, have you ever entered a room painted in a dark color and felt a sort of heaviness or lack of air? That sensation is no coincidence. It is the sign of a hue that absorbs energy, creating density. In a few moments, you will discover which color you should avoid so that your space does not become draining. But first, let's explore a tone that acts as a portal of renewal, a symbol of cleansing and opportunity. White, the canvas of clarity and infinite possibilities. If blue is the calm sea that soothes, white is the open sky that inspires. It represents purity, expansion, and the promise of new beginnings. It is not emptiness. It is wholeness. White contains within it the light of all colors, reminding us that each day can be a starting point towards something greater. In the energetic universe of Fengshui, the color white represents much more than a simple aesthetic choice. It is a cosmic reset. Its presence cleanses old, dense vibrations, clearing the way for blessings to flow freely. Have you ever crossed the threshold of an entirely white room and felt an immediate lightness, as if the air itself breathed purity? It is neither an illusion nor a visual effect. It is living energy moving through the space. White elevates the vibrational frequency of any environment, filling it with expansion, brightness, and new promises. To integrate it into your life, you can invite it into your home in the form of luminous walls, soft sheets, airy curtains, or small decorative details. But beyond design, intention is essential. When incorporating this color, do so consciously. You can accompany the process with a clear and powerful affirmation, spoken aloud. I leave the old behind. I open my home and my life to infinite blessings and new opportunities. It's not just about beautifying your surroundings, but declaring an inner transformation. White is also an invaluable ally during cycles of transformation. If you are closing a difficult chapter, moving to a new space, or simply longing for a fresh start, this color acts as a blank page on which you can write a different story. It reminds you that the past does not dictate your present, and that every day you have the freedom to start anew. However, Fengshui warns about balance. An excess of white can generate coldness or a sense of emptiness. That's why it is recommended to soften it with elements that bring warmth, such as wood, plants, or golden tones. In this way, white retains its purity while other shades add life and closeness. Remember that white is an invitation to rebirth, a silent message to the universe that says, I am ready to receive miracles. With this tone, the journey through the 5 powerful colors, green, gold, red, blue, and white, culminates, each vibrating at a unique frequency that nourishes different areas of existence. Growth, prosperity, passion, serenity, and clarity. When applied with purpose, your home becomes a vibrant, welcoming space full of opportunities. But an essential question arises. What happens if, without realizing it, you have allowed a color contrary to these energies to infiltrate your environment? Imagine that you have filled your home with these 5 vibrational pillars, yet a single color choice acts as a drain, slowly absorbing all that vitality you have worked so hard to build. It is more common than it seems. Many people proudly display their modern, minimalist, and seemingly balanced spaces, yet inside they feel heaviness, stagnation, and apathy. It is no coincidence. Somewhere in their home resides a hue that acts like a shadow, absorbing vital energy and replacing it with emptiness and discouragement. This color does not limit itself to the walls. It seeps into emotions, disrupts motivation, and clouds decisions. It is the shade of stagnation, a silent vibration that steals strength and clarity. And although the design world presents it as sophisticated, elegant, or refined, Fengshui reveals a deeper truth. Behind its polished appearance lies a subtle trap. An illusion of perfection that, in reality, can imprison you in cycles of fatigue and frustration. Stay attentive, because in the next section, you will learn which hidden color this is and why you should keep it away from your home and your energy. Very soon, I will reveal its name, dark gray, the hue that, under a mask of elegance, can become the silent thief of your light. In the world of contemporary design, dark gray often occupies a privileged place, presented as a symbol of refinement, balance, and sophistication. However, in the energetic art of Feng Shui, appearances can be deceiving. This color, so valued for its sober aesthetics, is actually one of the most dangerous tones for the vital energy of a space. It is not its appearance that is concerning, but its vibration. Dark gray represents the absence of light, direction, and spiritual connection. Over time, this lack of luminosity can manifest in the inner life of those who inhabit it as feelings of heaviness, isolation, and emotional apathy. While green drives expansion and growth, dark gray halts it. Where gold opens the doors to prosperity, gray quietly closes them without you noticing. And where red ignites passion and enthusiasm for life, gray acts as a fire extinguisher, slowly dimming the inner spark. It is the hue of energetic wear, of vitality dissolving drop by drop. This is its trap. Beneath the illusion of modernity and elegance, it hides a subtle but profound effect. Many believe they are creating a stylish and serene refuge, when in reality, They are building a beautiful cell that encloses their energy and drains their spirit. Aquí tienes la traducción al inglés de la continuación, manteniendo el estilo profundo y persuasivo. The effects of dark gray are not always immediately noticeable. They often manifest as inexplicable fatigue, a sense of being stuck in the same place, or a gradual loss of inspiration. I have seen people with homes dominated by this color feel emotionally drained, unmotivated, as if they were constantly walking among shadows. Their finances stagnated, relationships became distant, and their vital energy seemed to fade for no apparent reason. Yet, when observing their spaces, the source became evident: walls, furniture, and details in dark gray everywhere. One of my clients, after years of feeling directionless and persistently fatigued, decided to replace the predominant gray in his living room with lighter, softer, and warmer tones. Within weeks, his mood shifted, he began to feel lighter, and new opportunities started to emerge. It was neither coincidence nor a miracle. It was the natural flow of energy reclaiming its course. So do not be deceived by its elegant appearance. In the vision of Fengshui, dark gray is a stealthy thief of vitality, abundance, and joy. You may now ask yourself, why can this color be so harmful? The answer lies in its vibrational nature. Unlike blue, which soothes the mind and brings serenity, dark gray introduces unease, like a dense cloud that tightens the chest and steals breath. Blue reflects clarity and truth, while dense gray clouds inner vision. And when compared to red, the contrast becomes even more evident. Red drives action, awakens passion, and ignites courage. Gray, on the other hand, numbs vital impulse, whispering messages of stillness, of not moving forward, of remaining where you are. This muted energy does not remain merely aesthetic. It permeates every aspect of life. Slowly, it can infiltrate your emotions, relationships, and work, leaving you immersed in a kind of indefinite pause. It is no coincidence that so many modern environments, offices, hotels, waiting rooms, adopt this tone as a protagonist. Dark gray works well in spaces seeking neutrality, control, or focus, but not in those that should nurture the soul. Your home is not a showroom or reception. It is the temple where you recharge your spirit, where energy should flow with warmth, purpose, and life. Reflect on your own experiences. Have you ever spent a night in a hotel room completely gray with walls, curtains, and carpet in the same metallic tone? Do you remember that heavy silence, that soulless atmosphere, no matter how comfortable the bed? If this resonates with you, you can write in the comments, "Yes, I felt it." This is not suggestion. What you perceived is the energy of dark gray at work. And now the big question arises. What can you do if your home already features walls, furniture, or details in this tone? Does it mean you are doomed to live in dense energy? Absolutely not. There is no reason to panic. Powerful ways exist to harmonize and transform its influence, allowing your home to reclaim its light and once again become a source of inspiration and well-being. I will soon share with you how to achieve this step by step. If your home is already tinted in dark gray, there is no need to panic or start from scratch. In Fengshui, the solution is not to destroy but to restore balance. It's not about tearing down walls or replacing furniture, but about reintroducing life and energy where it has been lost. The most powerful first resource is nature, green, healthy plants. Plants transmit vibrations of growth and renewal, directly counteracting the sense of stagnation generated by dark gray. Some of the most effective include the ZZ plant, lucky bamboo, money tree, or snake plant. In addition to beautifying, they purify the air and soften the density of gray tones while attracting prosperity and well-being. Another highly effective method is to incorporate vibrant, dynamic art. A painting combining reds, yellows, greens, or intense blues not only adds color but also alters the energy of a room. In Fengshui, art is not merely decorative, it is an energy channel. Choose pieces that evoke joy, abundance, and vitality, and place them where your gaze naturally falls, reminding you of life's energy in every moment. Textiles are also valuable allies. Cushions, throws, curtains, or rugs in cheerful tones like light green, soft yellow, or warm cream can break the monotony of gray and immediately refresh the space's energy. Sometimes, a single colorful cushion has the power to transform the feeling of an entire room. I recall a family whose living room was covered in dark gray. The parents felt exhausted and the children avoided spending time there. After adding a couple of yellow orchids and hanging a red painting above the sofa, the atmosphere completely changed within weeks. The room began to breathe again, and with it, joy, warmth, and connection returned. So keep this in mind: you do not need to undo your design choices. The key lies in balancing the energy, weaving in life, color, and vitality. Even the densest gray can become a background that supports your happiness and prosperity. We have journeyed together through the 5 colors that act as living batteries for your home: green, which drives growth and renewal; gold, which attracts abundance and wisdom; red, which ignites passion and motivation; blue, which brings peace and clarity; and white, which opens possibilities and clears stagnant energy. Each is not just a color but a frequency that aligns your home with the universe's flow. We have also discovered dark gray, elegant in appearance but dangerous for energy. Its presence can drain vitality, slow prosperity, and extinguish joy, transforming a sanctuary into a silent cage. Always remember, your home should be a source of recharge, not a drain. It is the place where your spirit renews, where dreams are born, and where your energy is restored. To seal this lesson, make it yours with an affirmation. Write and say aloud, "My home is a place of energy and prosperity." Affirm it, believe it, and feel it. Every time you do, you are reprogramming your space and your life to receive abundance. And don't forget to share this vision. Hit like if this message inspired you, share it with someone who deserves a vibrant home, and subscribe to discover more few secrets that can transform your life. Every color choice you make is not just aesthetic, it is a frequency you send to the universe. By selecting the right colors, you are not just painting walls, you are painting your destiny. Imagine each room as a bright lantern, projecting light not only in your space but throughout your entire life. Let every wall, every object, every corner be a beacon that supports your health, your wealth, and your joy. Choose colors that nurture life, and life will choose you, filling you with blessings, prosperity, and unwavering abundance.